What's going on, hackers? It's your boy, the one and only Vaping with Hack, coming back at you again for another review. We got something pretty cool tonight. The good people over at Smoant sent a Night V1 TC kit over to me. So, we're going to be checking out this sweet little product. Stick in there.
When I was young, never had a brain for trees. Slush puppy kids swap brain for freeze. ES the game changer, I change degrees. Cause a blizzard anywhere I take my feet. But let me take it.
We're back, guys, to the up close portion. This is what Smoant sent to me. This is the Night TC kit. Really nice packaging. Smoant on the top has the black one on the front. That does not indicate color, though, because you'll see in a second. But your daily pocket setup. It also says sample for test only, which is cool. So everybody kind of knows now that I received this product for free. This is one of the first products I've received for free. I cut it right here so I could open it. That's the box. We'll kind of read a little bit on the back here. Alright, it says Smoant Night TC Kits. Night V1 Pocket Mod. Classy and portable. Able to adjust airflow control ring. Match with all of standard tanks. 23 millimeters. So it says that you can't go over 23. I'm going to say 22. But variable wattage, variable voltage, temperature control for Ni 200, titanium, stainless steel. And this is for 316 stainless steel or 316L, anything like that. It comes with a Talos V1 sub-tank. It's top filling, removable. It comes with a Clapton coil, a Casaa coil, 316L or stainless steel 316 and titanium. So that's all the coils that you can come and purchase from a store or online to put in this tank. Airflow control as well. It goes over a packing list. You know, it gets the mod, the micro USB cable, the silicone cap, user's manual. Then you get the tank with a installed 0.5 Clapton coil, O-rings, and one package box. We'll go into all that when we get down and look inside. So we're going to check that out right now. Let me take this to the side, show some things that we get here. Looks like you're going to get your Smoant Night V1 TC user's manual, owner's manual. Goes over a lot of things about the mod, what everything does, and I'm sure y'all know what it does. But just to go over the specs for you, it has a power range of 1 to 60 watts. Voltage range is 0.5 to 7 volts. The temperature controlled mode supports Ni 200, titanium, and stainless steel. Atomizer resistance for variable wattage and voltage is a 0.1 to 3 ohm. It says a 0.5 is optimal. For Ni 200, it goes to 0.1 to a 0.3 ohm. It says 0.2 is optimal. And then for titanium, 0.1 to 1 ohm. Stainless steel, 0.1 to 1 ohm as well. Temperature control range is 200 to 600 degrees Fahrenheit and 100 to 300 Celsius. Let's see. It's made out of a zinc alloy with ceramic baking. We'll talk about the ceramic baking on this mod here in a minute. And the size is 83 millimeters by 25.5 millimeters by 50.5 millimeters. And it says efficiency 95%. It goes over, you know, how to do things. It has it has your normal safety functions as well. But everybody knows what these have in them. If you get one, you can read over it. Then it also comes with a Talos, I can't pronounce it right, user's manual, which it shows you all the components, how it takes apart, all that stuff. Also, the size, 40.5 millimeters by 22 millimeters in diameter, has a 4.5 mil capacity. It's made out of 304 stainless steel with a Pyrex tube. 100% Japanese cotton installed in the coil heads that come in it. USA made Kanthal A1 and an RBA section for this tank. And that just kind of shows you how to refill it. And it also has a back section right here as well. It shows you what kind of cools that you can buy. These are not the cools that are going to be coming in the box, but you know, what you can buy from your local store or online, you know, stuff like that. Pretty cool stuff. I'm glad that they gave plenty of information. It also kind of shows you, you know, how to put your battery in and stuff like that. And as it says, although the Night V1 has a reverse battery protection, please make sure positive side down to the bottom. And it shows you what to do there. Okay, here's your extra bag of goodies. Comes with a screwdriver, O-rings, just different assortment of O-rings for the RBA and the tank, I'm sure. Comes with one pack of Japanese cotton, which I believe this is just one sheet. It's just folded in half. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to take out this other box here, see what it comes in. I'm horrible at taking these boxes apart, so they're all tore up, but who gives a shit? You just want to see what's in it, so who gives a shit? Let me get it open. Okay, here we go. The coil that comes with this tank is the Clapton, 0.5 Clapton coil. It's already installed, okay? Mine also came with a titanium coil, TI 0.5 ohm, and then you can see the degrees, 350 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. And by the way, I'm sure everybody knows there's been a ton of reviews on this thing already, but this tank is compatible with the Kanger sub-tank line of coils and RBA. Everything looks pretty much identical, okay? So that's that. This is their rebuildable section. As you can tell, everybody knows this is identical to the Kanger rebuildable section. It comes with a pre-made coil installed. I'm not going to take this apart because everybody knows how it works, and I just see no point in wasting my time doing that. But just in case you don't know how, there's a screw here. It's a set screw. You loosen that up, this pulls right off, and that gets to your deck. Pretty cool. I'm really happy that they went with, if they were going to, I guess, base their tank off of another tank, you know, I'm glad that they went with Kanger, because a lot of people still use the Kanger sub-tank stuff. They still use those coils, and they're just tried and true, you know. It's Kanger makes good shit, and I'm glad that they based this tank off that. And you're going to find those coils everywhere. Also, you get a USB cable, micro USB. For I don't suggest charging on this, but this is, I would think it's mainly for upgrade features, because this is going to be upgrade compatible. They might put something out to do a little upgrade to it in the future. I hadn't heard anything about it. I'm not sure, but maybe in the future. Anyway, let's put this box back up. Sit this shit to the side. This is the main thing you came to see anyway. Alright, let me get this shit out of the way. Alright, here we go. This is the show. As you can tell on the front, it was black. Mine's white. I don't know. Maybe this dot right here is an indication of the color you're getting. I'm not sure, but I saw black and I was like, oh, that's pretty neat, and I got white, which I am happy with the white, because it's like a pearl white, so it's not like, it's got a shimmer to it. It's really, really nice. And you see the Smoant Night V1 logo here. This is your screen here. Mine's a little scuffed up from being in my pocket. It probably just needs to be cleaned. Your fire button, wattage down, wattage up. You have your micro USB port for upgrading, and I think it has onboard charging. I would not suggest doing onboard charging. You can see the bottom here, it's got your normal little symbols and shit like that. As you can tell, this is where the 18650 is going to go in, and it has the Talos V1 tank installed. So I'm going to take this tank out, set it to the side. We'll go over it in a second. And we're going to look at the mod itself. You have your 510 connection in there, which is spring loaded. It looks to be gold plated, some kind of gold plated 510 pin. And as you can see right here, if you look at my finger right there, that little hole, that has an Allen set screw in it. So if you put a tank in, say this was another tank, you put your tank in, and the airflow needs to be to the sides so it can breathe. But if the airflow was like this and it was inside the mod, let me try to do that for you. If it was like this and it was going to choke off one of the airflows, you could take your tank out, take an Allen key, loosen that, and you could actually spin the 510 connection around. You can unloosen this and just spin this around and then tighten it back down, and that will make it where your airflow would be to the sides, just like this. You want it to the sides where it's not blocking any of the air. And they come set up with a Talos V1, and they're already set up. You don't have to mess with them. So that is an adjustment for you. Also, guys, I'm not going to go into huge, crazy detail. There's so many other reviewers out there that go into crazy detail on it. I just want to give my opinion, what I think of this mod. On top, not really fond of this. It doesn't bother me, but it kind of throws the look off to me a little bit. It has this kind of rubber sealer thing. If I can get it off here, I'll show you. That's where you put your battery in, okay? The vent holes are on top, and I kind of felt like a lot of other reviewers did with, if you were vaping it and holding like this and you were vaping it, that the vent holes, the only vent holes were at your face, and that this was the only thing covering it to protect you. I don't have that same opinion now, and I'll tell you why. Yes, there's vent holes here, there's no vent holes down here, but if you think about it, on the inside, it's probably going to come out maybe the screen area, possibly around the buttons, and most definitely out of this 510 connection. So, and it's going to vent for the positive this way. So it's going to, instead of be venting directly at your face, when it vents, it's going to vent down here, and it has an opportunity to come to this area and get out this side instead of coming back up into your face. You know, it's just, I don't know exactly how it's built. That's my opinion on what can happen. I think that's what could happen. Anyway, this coating, like they said, is a ceramic bait coating. It's been holding up pretty good. I have noticed, though, around the edges, there's places that seem to get a little dull. I think the edges are going to have a harder time than anything. But the coating is really nice on this. And so if you want to take your battery out, just use both your fingers until you get it loosened up a good bit, and then you can try to spin it off with your thumb or something like I do there. Okay? Spin it off. Here is your bottom of your battery connection. It has a negative on it, so it kind of shows you that's where you want your battery. There's my battery. It's a rewrapped piece of crap. I don't know. It's something. It's a decent battery. And then you can look down into the inside there and see it's a solid tube. It could. It could. It looks like it could vent all the way down at the bottom and go through that positive connection and possibly through this other small hole down there at the bottom and get over to this side. Everything else looks to be pretty solid on the inside, but anyway, I don't think many people are going to vent this thing anyway. So, in the future, Smoant, I do think it would be a good idea to punch a couple holes in the bottom just to be safe. But other than that, I think it's pretty good to go. You put your battery in, tighten it down, the mod will automatically come on. Let me get this rubber cap back on. The cap's alright. It just looks a little weird. I wish it was, I kind of just wish it was something different. But it works. It's doing its thing. So, anyway, this is, we'll do 5 clicks off just to show you how it cranks up here. It's 5 clicks on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smoant. The screen is flashing, but that is because of my camera. It's not because of the actual screen. You have your battery indicator bar. We're in variable wattage, 30 watts. This would have your resistance and your voltage when you're firing. You hit the button with nothing on it. It says no atomizer. Okay, if you want to go into any other mode, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, now you're at variable wattage, variable voltage. You can go into variable voltage and change your voltage, whatever you want to change it to. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There's your NI mode, your nickel 200, titanium, and stainless steel mode. Okay, click on stainless steel mode, and you're at your temperature. Okay, we're going to hold the up button and the fire button. We're going to see what that does. Okay, that takes us where we can change our joules. Once you go all the way to the top and bottom, it will round robin in joule mode. Okay, hit the fire button and you can set it. Also, if you wanted to set your resistance, I believe well, maybe not. Let me see. I would have to put a tank on there, but I'm pretty sure it's down in fire. If you hold both of the wattage up and wattage down buttons, that's set your resistance. I'm sorry. Wattage up, wattage down, hold them together. That sets your resistance. Let's see if we can flip the screen. Maybe, maybe not. I know there is a way to flip the screen. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, that's how you get into the functions of temperature control and everything like that. Not very difficult. Most people know. They're normal random clicks to get into things. But we're going to go back to variable wattage mode. I have it at 30 watts. We'll hold it. See how fast it goes. It moves at a pretty good rate. It gets to 60 and it does not round robin. So you're going to have to hold it down to go in reverse. It goes in 0.1 increments and it really hauls the mail. It's pretty quick for what it is. So it goes all the way down to 1 watt. And it, like I said, it does not round robin in variable wattage. So I'm going to put this back at 30 watts so we can have it set up for the Talos V1 tank. Alright, because I run that tank about 30 watts. Anyway, no atomizer. That's about it. It's a really, really nice device, man. I'm really digging it. It fits well in my hand. The fire button is a little odd. I usually put one finger here. I fire it with this finger, my birdie finger. Fire it there. And then I usually hook my thumb on the rubber top piece right here. So, pretty sweet. So that's the Night V1. Alright, we're going to talk about this Talos V1 sub-tank pretty quickly here. You have your two-sided airflow here. So one air slot here, one air slot there. Your adjustment goes and stops, goes and stops. You can't go any further. It'll stop and when that's as far as it can go. Also has a drip, a small double O-ring drip tip. I like it. I'm not too fond of the way this top cap is right here. I can see where they might have done that. There's no knurling up here. So when you want to fill it, you have to, you can still twist it off from here, but maybe some people need to hold it from here, from the top cap that's got this little knurled feeling to open it. So we'll take the top cap off and show you what it looks like. Mine has juice in it. It's kind of nasty. I didn't feel like cleaning it out. But really wide holes here on either side. There's 2 of them to fill the tank. No problem with any glass dropper bottles or anything like that. It fills very, very easily. So we'll put that one back on here. We'll go over the just the way it looks a little bit. So you have the Talos V1 Smoant on the top. Has 2 glass windows on either side, which this is one glass section, but it actually has reinforcement right here. So maybe that will protect a little bit of the glass if it dumped over on its side. Maybe. I'm not sure. Also, your 510 connection looks to be gold plated. Yes, it is gold plated. really nice threading. The threading is super smooth. I'm really impressed with this kit and this tank. It's just impressive. It was done well. You can tell that they took their time putting it together. So this is the coil it came with. I'm still running it. It's been about I don't know, 3-4 days. This is the Clapton 0.5, 25 to 45 watts. Sorry about my fingers, man. They're not looking too great. Ooh, and it's starting to get dirty. But like I said, you can run all kinds of different types of kangaroo coils in this thing. I'm not sure if they're gonna sell their own coils online or not. We'll have to check it out, but I'm sure they will. But the threading is super nice. Normal tank section with the glass. It's got the same size chamber, like since they run the kangaroo, same size chamber and chimney on that. So really nice. So actually a really, really nice tank. And for somebody that's getting, that's new into vaping, or someone that likes a lower wattage, this tank is pretty nice. It's got really good flavor. The kangaroo coils have really nice flavor. So I think that's about it. I don't think there's really much more I can tell you. Like I said, I wasn't going into huge detail about this thing. There's so many others that do. I just want to let you have a look at it, give you my honest opinions on it. And yeah, so let's go back up top. We'll talk about it a little more, and I'll let you get out of here. Oh, and give you a little reminder, and also I'll let you know where you can go pick this thing up at. So yeah, stick with me. All right, hackers, we're back up to the up top section. Okay, I gotta tell you, man, I'm really impressed with this little mod. I know there's been a few reviews out there that were kind of iffy about the size of the button placement, the venting on it, that the tank was, a low wattage. It doesn't give you a ton of vapor. I've seen those reviews, and I agree with some of them, for sure. But my opinion on this is I love the size. It has weight to it. It feels of quality. You know what I'm saying? The ceramic coating on it is super smooth, super nice. It has this nice pearl coating on it, ceramic bake coating. The screen, I don't think the screen is too small at all. It's plenty bright. The menu, how to get in and out of the menu is super, super simple. It's just really good. They really hit it out of the park. The temperature control on it, I've ran other temperature control stuff on it. I've ran other tanks on it. I do not suggest going over a 22. I wouldn't try going over a 22. Like the Hercules Plus, stuff like that works well. That doesn't have an airflow control ring that protrudes out more than the tank does. If you have an AFC ring that sticks out more than the 22 millimeter tank does, you're going to run into problems. But just a standard straight 22 millimeter tank where the airflow just spins, like I said, the Hercules Plus works well for me. Let's see, the temperature control feels really good on this mod. It doesn't feel weak. It doesn't feel like it's not right. It feels on point. With my other temperature control mods, I've set them up exactly the same, and the temperature control seems to be dead nuts on to all my other mods, so that's a really good plus. Also, the wattage feels to be on point. It doesn't feel to be low. It doesn't feel to be high. That's my dog whining because she wants to get in here. Anyway, chill out, Shelby. Anyway, but the wattage seems to be correct. The buttons, really nice, clicky buttons. The mod, if you make it rattle, it rattles a little bit, but not much. So that's nice. There's no battery rattle at all. It's just these buttons rattle just a little bit, but I don't think that's a big deal in my opinion at all. Not for this good of a mod. I think if you were looking for somebody that's getting into vaping, this is a awesome setup because you can choke the airflow down. If I can get it to turn while it's on the here we go. Yeah, you can choke it down and get a mouth to lung. Yeah, no problem. You can choke it down plenty and get a mouth to lung set up. It's really nice. The flavor on this tank is really nice. And then you can, you can open this thing up. Let me open it up all the way here, and I'll take a hit off of it for you so you can see some of the vapor production. This is at 35 watts. I moved it up a little bit. 0.49 ohm cool. We're going to be running at about 4.2 volts, somewhere around there. I mean, the vapor production is really good. Nice, dense vapor. It's not going to be insane like some of these new sub tanks that have, really extreme airflow, really high wattage. It's not going to be that. But if you're looking for a stealth vape that you can take in the movies or you can take, wherever, walking down the street, and if you're in a busy city and you don't want to just interrupt everybody walking behind you and different stuff like that, this is the mod to do it with. When I first got it, I didn't have high hopes for it, to be honest. I really didn't. But I knew my subscribers would like it. But once I started using it, man, I fell in love with it. I use it all the time. Even with these small Kangaroo cools, I went from, a big coral tank that's pumping out over 100 watts, big, huge clouds, to being plenty satisfied with running this kit. And I think that says a lot. I think it says a lot. Anyway, I'm going to have the link for where to purchase this mod and this whole kit in the description below us. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I will have a link in the description on where to get it. I think it's like 101 Vapors or something like that. Also, if anyone has any, if they're interested in wholesaling, I have a wholesale hookup that she gave me permission to give out to anyone that's looking to wholesale. So if anybody, is looking to do that, hit me up, go into the About section on my YouTube channel and message me there. I will speak with you privately over that. Also, like I said, you can find these online. I believe it's 101 Vapes, something like that. I'll have the link to it, and I'll have the price to everything in the description below. I think it's somewhere around like 49 or something like that. Maybe a little more, could be a little less. I did my research on the mod. I really put it through its paces. So forgive me about the pricing, but it's very, very fair. Very fair. I think the pricing on it is really nice. They have a great price point. If I could rate this setup as is, with what it comes out of the box, I would seriously rate this thing a 10 out of 10. I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, maybe some vent holes aren't where they need to be. Maybe it could cause a problem, maybe not. But for what it is, for the price, for what you're getting in the kit, for the vapor production, the flavor, everything across the board, for what you're getting, man, it's a great price. It's a great mod. I'm really stoked that Smoant sent it to me. I appreciate y'all doing that because, sometimes it gets hard to buy all these mods all the time. And they hooked me up, and so I appreciate that a lot. Y'all go over to check them out. I think they might have a Facebook page. Just go and buy their product. If you're looking for something for someone else, or if you're looking for something for you, a stealth, really nice looking device, or you could be, wanting to get something for a smoker that's wanting to come over to vaping. See if you can help somebody out. I've kind of been learning through my days and of getting older that, money and is made to be spent. And if you're going to spend it on something, spend it on something important. And I know that I'll be buying one to give to a smoker. to sponsor a smoker with it, because I think that if they had this, it could get them off cigarettes. That's how much I stand behind it. So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for me. I will have the Chiron tank, sub tank from Smoant. I will have their review coming out very soon. I'm going to be getting back on the ball and making more and more videos, and I'm not having to be drug out as long because I've been blessed, and a few companies have helped me out. So there's going to be more content, better content down the road too as well. We're going to be trying to do a couple of different things. I have some juice reviews coming as well, which is very, very new to me. So it could be rough. It might not. We're going to try it. And thanks so much, everybody, for sticking with me. Remember that we do have the 500 subscriber giveaway going on. There will be multiple winners in that giveaway. They will be getting the H-Addy RDA for one winner, and the other winner will be getting the iVogo Velocity RDTA, which is kind of like a Genesis style dripping atomizer with a tank and everything. So if you haven't got in that giveaway, go down in my videos. It's like I think it's two videos down. Go to the 500 subscriber giveaway video. You have to be subscribed to my channel. Thank you. And also you have to comment with a hashtag hackers to be entered into this giveaway on the 500 subscriber giveaway video. If you put it in on this video or put it in on another video, it's not going to be counted. I'm only going to be checking in the 500 subscriber giveaway comment section for the hashtag hackers and that you're subscribed. We have many more giveaways to come in the future. That's the one that's going on right now, and I think it's really, really awesome giveaway. So I think that's going to do it. I know I say that a lot. I don't think there's anything else I could talk about, but I do want to support one of my good buddies, and that's Tommy Vapors. We are on his live show, or I am. I don't know why I'm talking we. It's only me. Me personally from this channel. But Tommy has a live show every Friday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's called Vaping with Tom and Friends. Tommy is a really cool guy that kind of took me under his wing a little bit, and he's helped me out. And I consider him a really good friend, and I'm really blessed to be on his show, and I look forward to it every week. He puts out some amazing content, and the live show is always fun. And it's not always about vaping; it's about life, friendship, vaping, anything. We talk about anything and have a lot of laughs and have a really good time. So go on over to Tommy Vapor's channel. I'll have a link for his channel in the description as well. Check his channel out. Send him some love. Send a comment and tell him that Hack sent you. And I think that's going to do it for me, guys. So until I see you again, take it easy, fam. And I'll speak to you again soon.